So we have with us one of our alumni from software engineering track, Damilola Oyeyipo. So we're taking us through how to complete the task, submission, mostly the technical bits, what the task is, what's expected of you, how you can find resources. Let me just show my screen briefly. How you can find resources to complete it as well. In a moment, please. Yeah, how you can find resources to complete the task, and yeah, mostly just about completing your task and finding resources, because I know that a lot of us have applied for a long time, and the submission deadline, the final one, is looming because we have resumption in sight as well. So we just want to try to unblock everyone as much as possible, and that's what this update session is for. For you to be here, it means that you already know about student, and we don't need to go over that bit again. You've already applied, you've seen it on the website and in different places. So for the goal of the call, like I mentioned, it's to how to find your task, which I'll quickly run us through now before Danny picks up how to attempt your task. So for how to find your task, after you submit your application on the website, so for the website, that's for anyone that is currently on this call and is yet to apply, you need to go to student.com to apply. Click on the course page here and click on any of the courses that you are interested in. So if you're interested in software development, click on that. You're to fill an application form, something really basic, just us wanting to know who you are, more like a biodata form. So you fill that. You're also supposed to upload your CV. So we've also provided a resource in case you've never had to use Google Drive before, or you don't know how to share a link. So we've also provided a resource here. So make sure to check it out before you go ahead to fill the form here. The form is just asking you basic questions. What's your name, your first name, your last name, your email address, your phone number, and your gender. Please, I hope I am audible enough. Can anyone give me feedback, please?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, so just fill the application form, and after that, almost immediately, you should get an email that contains your task. So, which brings us to the business of today. The task is what would determine if you get admitted into the program or not. So check your email and follow the instructions sent to you for stage 2. If you don't find it in your inbox, you would need to check your spam folder. Or if after checking your spam folder, you still can't find it, you need to send a mail to admissions@student.com. And the subject line should be didn't get so task. So let's say you applied for software development or software engineering, as we like to call it, and you didn't get the task. You need to send an email with the subject line. And so why we are specific about the subject line is so that it's easy for us to find it. Didn't get the software engineering task or didn't get the software development task. So once we see that, we can send it to you manually. Then after that, please let's all mute our mic so we have clear audio. Thank you. Once you find your task, follow the instructions in the email that contains your task. Make sure to use the learning materials that are also in the task. And after the session, once we share the recording, also try to watch the recorded version before you attempt your task. You can use any software tool of your choice as long as you just come up with the final outcome. That's what we're bothered about. We're not really specific about whatever tool that you decide to use. So in the same email that you get your task, there's a link to join a WhatsApp group. So please try to join the WhatsApp group. Why that is necessary is because it's easier for you to get information on the WhatsApp group and also follow updates. So on the WhatsApp group, you will typically be directed to join a Slack channel. So we use Slack to manage communication during the program. So it's also important that you are already used to it, even from the application stage. That is why we direct you from WhatsApp to join the Slack channel, but not to bother about all that now. What you really need to bother about first is finding your task and completing that task. Yes, I would hand over to Dami now Yes, so there's this idea that says learning is a skill and it's the key skill that we're looking for. That's the point of the task. So you might be wondering, oh, I'm just coming to learn software development. I don't even know anything about this thing. Why are these people giving me tasks to now work on? It's because the program is rigorous. It's quite fast-paced too. You can ask Dami, Dami will probably tell you about it. It's quite fast-paced and you need to be able to self-learn. You need to be able to own that skill and want to be sure that if you're joining us, you're the right culture fit for us just as much as we are for you too. So we want to be sure that even if you cannot self-learn, you're not yet able to self-learn, you're also able to pick up that skill because it's something that you need right from the beginning of your journey with us, and even after you graduate as a student learner and you start working as a software engineer, you need to be able to self-learn on your own. So that's the whole point of you taking the task. And that's why we also did not just leave you to it. That's why we have learning resources that you're supposed to go through before you take the task. And that's also part of why we decided to set up this session. Yeah, so over to the business of today. Enough of me talking. Daniel will walk us through how to complete the task, what the task is, and yes, how to find resources, and then a small bit of completing the task, just enough to get you started and enough to let you go back and then go complete it on your own. Daniel, I will stop sharing my screen now to enable you to share your. Thank you very much. Do enjoy the session.
Good afternoon, guys.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Can you
We
see
can
my
hear you
screen?
clearly. And yes, we can see your screen soon.
Okay. My name is Damilola Oyeyipo. I'm a software developer. Like Opera said, Opera has taken us through how to essentially find your tasks, go through your tasks, and I'll be taking you through the process of completing your tasks and anywhere that you've had problems with, we can share it here and go through them together. Hope everybody has started the task, or is there anyone that has any problem starting the task?
Sorry, let me just quickly chip in. So let's try to make this session as interactive as possible. That's how we'll be able to get the best of it, and that's how it's going to be productive. So if you need to speak, there's a feature that allows you to raise your hand. Just raise your hand and Dami will ask you to unmute. And even if you can't find that feature, just leave a message in the chat box and say, oh, I'd like to speak. And then Dami would ask you to unmute and just speak. So this session is for you, it's not for me. So let's try to make it as interactive as possible. Thank you. All right, Dami, just make sure to introduce yourself first.
Yeah.
I think you missed the about me part.
Okay. My name is Damilola Oyeyipo. I'm a full stack developer at Talent Group and also a backend developer at Fleury Health. Talent Group is a company in Nigeria that deals in human resource, and Fleury Health is a health insurance company in the US. Prior to that, I was part of the 07 cohort. I passed through various process of student. Like I wrote, I love simplifying complex processes and essentially having fun in life, because this life is so short to be so serious. So that's that. So about student. Students' major goal is to make you job market ready, as I would say. Provide you with the essential skills. At the same time, making you market fit, market ready, because the real market is quite different from the market. So student helps build you, gives you a concrete path. Like myself, learning software engineering or coming through student, I needed that majorly because I had a learning process that was skewed. This moment, I'm learning JavaScript. The next moment, I'm going back to HTML because I want to do something. The next moment, I'm trying to find something in CSS. So that skewed my learning process, and it wasn't going as smoothly as it should go. But what student does is gives you a concrete and solid outline learning process from the foundation of HTML down to the advanced processes that JavaScript and React and Express and Node. So you are quite sure that this and this and this are what you are going to learn. And learning in an incremental process that does not have you go that. And the part I'll be taking on is how to attempt your task. So finding your tasks, has everybody successfully found their tasks? That's where I need your. Yeah, that's good. So learning is a skill, and that's kind of the key thing we are looking for here. Software development is a continuous learning process. The learning never stops. It literally never stops. So being able to self-learn, what I call functional learning. I have a task to achieve, and I have no idea of what I'm supposed to use or the technologies I'm supposed to use. And I actually go to learn that thing to achieve that task. That's what I call functional learning. That is the major derivative of software development, functional learning. So we are going to be going through how to complete your tasks. And today our task will be cloning Facebook login and sign up page and JavaScript functions. Why is it included in the application? The program is quite fast-paced and a lot of self-learning skills are required to see it through the end. The task is a way to confirm that a prospective learner has the ability or is able to acquire it. Like I said, learning is an ever-continuing process with software development. I believe everybody got this take-home task.
Yes.
Firstly, before you